We're working for a year and a half, producing the whole movie, which then was used to shoot the sequences. I chose two specific sequences to talk about from each movie. So the first one is the, sorry, I did that already. The apparting. On the first, we were charged to do the chase sequence, which is all the broom flying in the air. We were doing the transformation, the polyjuice transformation, where you have Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. What the apparting is the worst way of traveling. And melt and combine and distorted is very painful, which you wonder why you actually do it. So we, on the images, but I didn't think that technically it was pretty much impossible to do. So I got carried away. I regret it for a year after. But, so that's the way it happened. We sent those images, they loved it, like, let's do it. And we realized that actually the technology did, and we ended up doing stop motion, really, but in the computer. So instead of using Puppet, we actually had to model each pose every 5 frames, so we could get something that looks smooth. I'm going to show you the. We even found a way to transform the train station on the village into a village, which was funny. So that's what we did. So the client loved it, the studio loved it, and then they started to think about the next movie. And there was this fight that they had between the kids and the bad guys. So somebody said, let's do a pirating again, because it was so good the first time, to animate the story about doing an animatic. And that's what we did. So the idea was that Hermione and the first movie, which was stop stages, obviously. So that was the first stage. We'd done those drawings. They were done individually. They weren't actually in a sequence the first time. They were just done as stills. And we met with the clients, and we sat down, and we actually put those drawings into a sequence. So there was way more the direction we were going to. And so we started to think about how to do that. The problem with the way this shot was done is it's a catch-22, really, because you can't model the geometry before you know where they are. But you can't really know where they are because they're not modeled. So, yeah, it was interesting. So we started by just working on timing first, by using really previews that we did on the shot. So it established really just the time it takes for that shot to go to completion. It gives us some idea of the action based on discussions with the client. So what do you want to happen? What Ron is doing? What Yaxley is the bad guy? What Ron is doing? Hermione and everything.